Okay, for those who don't know, my real name is Daniel Tiolua Oseka Atteh. So the D is for Daniel. I'm a Yoruba boy. We have Yoruba Northerners now. Kogi State is in the north, not central, and I'm a Kogi boy from the Yoruba speaking side, the Okun side. So Yoruba Northerner. I was born and brought up in Zaria, Kaduna State, all my life. So that's why I speak a lot of Hausa, and I can, you know, be regarded as more of a Northerner. But I'm a Yoruba Northerner. I come from humble background. My parents are lecturers, you know. Well, I was not born into that certain level of comfort. Yeah, at some point they were all. My mom has always been in the work. She works for ABU, Ahmadu Bello University. She's a civil servant. My dad used to work in Katsina for the Federal College of Education, Katsina, but he then transferred his service to Zaria, which is Federal College of Education, Zaria. I come from a family of 4. My senior sister, myself, my junior brother. I have a half brother. In my house, we have a lot of space between siblings. The space between my senior sister and I is 5 years. Space between me and my kid brother is 11 years. So, you know, there's a lot of space. My parents are pastors. My dad is a reverend. My mom is a pastor. I'm a church boy, I should say. Primary, secondary, university, all in Ahmadu Bello University. Ahmadu Bello University Staff School, Ahmadu Bello University Secondary School, Ahmadu Bello University Graduate, Undergraduate, and now I'm running my postgraduate in Ahmadu Bello University. So, you know, I should add Sir Dee Ahmadu Bello. It's probably something that should be going along with my name. But I've lived my whole life basically in Zaria. I served in Enugu State. That's the time I went out to Zaria. I served in Enugu State and worked for about a year afterwards in Enugu State before I came back to Zaria to further my education. And while I was furthering education, I was working in a bank. Yeah, so that's pretty much about that. You know, a lot of people have this they have big stories about how they've always wanted to be in Big Brother house. Same with me. I've always thought of the idea. It has been an idea that you play with, but it was never something I would eventually do. It was always just a joke. But this year, my sister was like, just go for it. My girlfriend was like, come on, you need to go for it. You'll be great. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let's go for the fun of it. I want to travel from Zaria. I want to go out of Zaria and I'm going to have fun with my friends in Abuja. So I might as well audition. And then I went. The audition day, I got dressed up. My friend and I went to the audition ground, you know, met a crowd. I thought I was going to have fun. I met a huge crowd and I could not get in. I tried, it didn't work. And I got tired, like, this is not for me. And I went home. And then I was supposed to be in my friend's house, but I went to see another friend and it got late, so I crashed in his place. And the next day, my friend called and I was like, guy, I'm on the line. It's more organized. I'm in front of the gate. I'm about to enter. You have to come. I'm like, dude, my clothes are in your house. I've not showered. I've not even washed my mouth. My toothbrush is in your house. He said, come anyhow. And so I had to go for the auditions without showering or washing my mouth. Yeah. So in the Uber, I had to, while we were moving, I had to buy Orbit to, you know, freshen the breath a bit. I was wearing joggers and my jogging sneakers and just a very regular black shirt. I was not dressed for the occasion at all. I was asking myself, why am I even going? There's no point. But, you know, I got there. First round of auditions, second round of auditions, and boom, I got my first ticket to the next stage. One thing led to another, I'm here. It's funny, but Big Brother will never tell you you're going to be a housemate up until you're inside the house. He will always say, the mails will always come as, you have been shortlisted for possible participation in the house. So you need to constantly be on your feet. There are several processes, you know, back and forth, and with each one, you have to skip a bit. Is this real? Personally, I just felt these guys are using me to catch crews. They want me to be able to say I went through the process, then last they'll now say, sorry, your fingernail is too big or your eyebrow is too wide. Just something that doesn't make sense. I just always felt like these things are scripted and you need to know somebody, to have a lot of money, to be able to get on the show. But look at me. 1,000 followers before I got into the house. Literally 1,198 was the exact number I left before I went in. I didn't know nobody. I didn't pay nothing from Zaria. You know, I was shortlisted. Fun all through. It was very scary. Months and months of waiting, not knowing what is going to happen. They'll send you a mail one day saying, okay, this is what you do, and you'll not get a mail for 1 month. Your head will break. They've left me. I've been abandoned. And another mail comes. You know, just back and forth, roller coaster really, until the final day when we came to Lagos. The show started. Let's just say it is not what anybody expects. You can never understand it if you've not lived it. It's all fun and games when you watch it on TV, but when you get into the house, you realize you're dealing with real human beings, real emotions, real time issues. It's not as if it's film or acting. It's real people, real emotions, and nobody will tell you how to be. You get stuck in a room on your first day with 20 other people. You are supposed to smile at these new people, eat with these new people, share a toilet instantly with these new people. I do not know how to share a bed instantly with people, and then we had to share a room together. Everything, just all at once. You get thrown in. It's tough, but it's exciting, and I like people. So you know, it didn't take me too long to get to know a lot of people, and then the people in the house, the housemates, are just great personalities. They are all amazing people individually and as a group. So it was fun to, you know, be in the house. And then Big Brother's house is amazing. There's so much food. Oh, you don't even know. I got fat in the house now. I had to work out. There was so much food. The house is beautiful. Like, it's really beautiful. When you get in, you'll be like, this is so big. After first week, second week, you'll be like, it's small though. It's small though, because you've not gone out. I didn't see a bike. I didn't see a car. I didn't see nothing. So you start feeling claustrophobic a bit. It's mentally tasking, but it's worth it. Before going into the house, I would say that's not a possibility for me. I do not know how to not live with my phone. But going in, it is easier than we think it is. You know you don't have a choice, so you don't have a choice. It's not as if you wanted it and you say, okay, I'm not doing it, give my phone, you get it. You know there's money on the line and you want it, so yeah, you would miss it, but it wasn't such a big deal. For me personally, I'm sure people have different experiences, but for me, sometimes I'll feel like I hear my phone ring, you know, I'll feel like I hear it vibrate, but you get past it and you just get over it. Absolutely nobody. Nobody whatsoever. Even if there was somebody I could try to call, I couldn't figure out a name to call. I do not know a lot of people in the media industry. Yeah, I know a couple, but not with that kind of power to get something like this. And I never just felt like this is something I would ever get. So I didn't even try to call nobody. I just let it be. First off, my dad, as I said, is a reverend. My mom is a pastor, so you know. I'm the kind of person who, if I want something, I'd rather know that it's okay from the beginning. So before I even auditioned, I asked them. I was like, Pops, Moms, how far? I want to go for Big Brother. And my dad laughed and said, oh, so you want to go and be kissing and doing bad thing on TV? And I'm like, is that who you think I am? And he said, no. I said, then you think I'm going to go and be different? It's a reality show. I'm supposed to be myself. So if you trust the person I am, then you should be fine with who I'll be in the house. I said, that's fair enough. You can go. That was it. Yeah, my strategy was to be myself, a better version of myself. I saw the Big Brother house as a training camp, a life camp for me. And the things I felt like I had issues with in life, I wanted to fix. And if you want to fix yourself, you need to be taken away from the distractions of this world, like your phone and the TV. And now that I did not have a choice, it was a perfect opportunity to be a better person. Take for example, I did not know how to cook for nothing. Well, I learned in the house. At least nobody will starve if you live with me. I will cook for you. So I improved myself on things I felt I needed to. Yeah, I felt some things are unfair. You know, some of the games are not equally fair to everybody in the house. But you know, coming out is no longer a problem to me because we seem to forget the name of it. It's a reality TV show. Nothing in life is fair. Why would you expect it to be different in there? Things will seem better to one person than they will seem to another person. So it's for me, it's no longer a problem. It's a reality show. It was meant to be, to have some imbalance, and I appreciate that. I think Tacha was doing it. I wasn't entertaining enough by then. Or I'm not the definition of the word entertaining for the people who are watching. There's a defined role for those who are meant to be entertaining in the house. People want to see you be dramatic and just in their face. People, we call it a reality show, but people are not ready to accept your reality. They want you to be defined by their definition of reality. No, absolutely not. I think Big Brother promotes humanity. Who you are as a human being is promoted. A lot of us are pretending. I pretend about certain things in my life. Everybody is striving to be perfect, but nobody is told what to do and how to do anything in the house. You are supposed to go and be yourself. There was no point in time where we sat down in a group and they were like, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do. People just make a decision as to what they think they need to do, what needs to keep them in the house, and they go with it. And I think the years and years of Big Brother have proven that that's what sells. And so even if you do not, it's not Big Brother that is selling it, it's people that are buying it. So it's we as a people that are promoting immorality, not Big Brother. Completely. I think he has impacted every single way. The way I think, the way I look at people, the way I look at my environment, the way I regard people. You do not know how much humanity means when except you're locked in a confined space with only human beings for as long as you can be. In our regular day activities, if I'm tired of people, I will go into my room, lock myself up, and I'll be by myself. Or we're now stuck in a place where you can never be by yourself except you're in the diary room. And even at that, you need to be called in. You can't just go in willy-nilly. So you have to learn to live with people. That's something that is very important. Something that we all need to learn. We need to learn how to accommodate people in our everyday life. So people, we in the world, we in Nigeria, let me not say the world, I've not met too many people in the world, but we in Nigeria, we claim we want love, we want peace, we want harmony, we want to coexist with one another in harmony and peace. But when we see that, it looks alien to us and we fight it. Handled myself in the house in the way I would handle myself outside the house. I'm not a confrontational person. I do not want to fight with nobody. I would not be arguing with you if I don't feel like you're understanding what I'm saying. And the thing with arguments is once you get into it, once it gets intense, you're not arguing to deliver points, you're arguing to be louder than the other person so that you have a sense that you won. And that's not what I ever want to win. It's not a victory for me. I want you to understand my point of view. I want to understand yours. So when we are having an argument, when we are going back and forth, and I sense that at this point, we are just being defensive, we are not trying to pass points and assimilating others' points, I will walk away, and people do not respect that. I would want to have that conversation later on, and we'll discuss it quietly so that you understand my point of view, I understand your point of view, and we have an understanding as a people. And that's who I am. But people do not understand that, and they apparently want more fighting, more shouting at each other. I'm not that person. I will not shout at you. I will try my best. I sometimes lose it. Apparently it wasn't aired. A lot of my fights were not showed because I'm not perfect. All of us will make mistakes. But what people fail to understand is, at every point in time, there was no issue I had that I did not address. I didn't just address it when everybody was shouting, but when I needed to talk to someone, I did. I would call that person to the side when the person is calmer, and I would explain my own point of view, and they would explain theirs, and then understanding comes in. That's who I am. The first would be the Oppo challenge, the whole thing, starting from the fact that we had to write a script, we did not know we were going to act, and then we had to type it on a typewriter. That was crazy. I can't remember when last I saw a typewriter, so it was fun to type. And then Big Brother now says you have to act it. That was fun too. Then the whole runway thing, the modeling thing, having to sew. I have never sewn before. I'm a designer, I know how to design, but sewing is not something I can do. But we learned that as people, And this is a very, very important lesson Big Brother has taught me, and I believe everyone in the house. There are things you think you cannot do, but that's false. There are only things you've not tried to do. I found that the only things you can't do are things you've not tried. When you try, you realize you can. Because I made a woman's hair. I did crochet. I might open a salon because of Big Brother's teachings. I made crochet, I made people's hair, I cooked a lot. I did a lot of things I would originally not think I can do. But when given the task and I did not have a choice, I did them. So that's something valuable for me. I can do anything. Diane and Tacha are close people to me. They are dear people to my heart. And I would always want to be objective or logical about the things I do. Now, Diane had 490 coins, which were with me, and I returned. So it's not as if I'm guessing. I know Diane had 490 coins. I can't remember exactly how much Tacha had, but she had very little, 100 plus, at most 200. And so I'm sharing to my friends. I would not favor one over the other. I'm trying to balance things out. Diane has 490. And this is not the first time I'm giving Diane coins. Every time I want something, I would always give Diane something. I've never given Tacha anything. This will be my first time I'm giving Tacha coins. So Diane has 400 already. I gave her 300. Tacha has around 200. I gave her 500. If you check the maths, it's balanced. That's what I did. It wasn't about favoritism or nothing. Because I haven't. I've heard stories, but you know, it's to be expected. Condoms were coming into the house, condoms were missing. I know people played around with it and threw it around, but this wasn't enough reason to not see a lot of condoms. So if the condoms are no longer there, people are using them. So, sex. People are good at, people are great actors in the house. So a lot of couples acted like they were not doing stuff. So I would have suspected Ike and Mercy, but they never gave it off. Like they were like, nah. So I'm not the person that will be thinking too much about your sexual life. It's not my business. I think they both really care about each other. I think there's a possibility they would work. They just need to learn who they are outside the Big Brother house. Because I'm not that kind of guy. I used to be a child before. I'm trying to grow up. One of those things also involves sticking to one person. I'm in a committed relationship. I'm not playing. As much as I care for my girlfriend, she is not the reason I did not do stuff. The reason I did not do stuff is me. The kind of man I want to be. The kind of man I want my children to see that their father was. And I'm not a cheat, and I do not want to be regarded as one. I'm in a relationship. I'll stay faithful to that. No one caught my romantic eye. People just caught my interest for different reasons. Esther is brilliant. She did catch my eye. Kim Oprah is beautiful. She caught my eye. I love beautiful singers, and I think Ella has a really pretty voice, and that's attracted me to her as well. So I'm just saying, a lot of ladies in the house are really pretty. Well, the entertainment industry has always been something that I think all of us in some kind of way growing up, we had that child that wanted to be an actor, an actress, or just famous. And it's a childish dream, and then I now have an opportunity to chase it. Big Brother gave me a platform I can use and build on it. And I intend to do that. I enjoy acting. I also enjoy talking. I like to talk, so I am going to be pushing myself in the hosting industry. Also, I want to host. Then also, I'm a graphic designer. I studied industrial design graphics, and I have a group of people. We work together as a company to, provide graphic solutions to people, and I'm also going to be pushing that. So those are basically the things. I am also not close to any other opportunities that come my way. As I said, Big Brother has taught us you can do anything. And so when opportunities come, I'm gonna grab them. Again, I would say this, Big Brother promotes nothing. We promote it. We have 21, altogether 26 housemates. It was left to the general public to decide who they want to see longer, and they chose who they want to see. So anything that is promoted for a longer period, it's not Big Brother, it's you. No, I am still broke. People need to understand this. I am still broke. There's a difference between followers and money. Doesn't translate 1,000 followers, 1K in your accounts. That's not how it works. But Big Brother gives you an opportunity to better yourself. There are places you would not be able to access ordinarily, but with the fame or the platform Big Brother gives you, you'll be able to access it. And now it's left to you to push yourself beyond the comfortable to make something out of what you're given. So Big Brother gives you an opportunity. Just work and you'll be fine. For now, I'm not fine. I will get there. Please remember, these are real human beings, real life emotions. What happens inside the house is not what happens outside. Half the things you see is not the whole story. In the Big Brother house, there are 1,001 cameras, but you can only see one at a time. So if I fought 5 minutes ago and I'm reconciling with the person, and maybe someone else is making out, if you are seeing the make-out session, you will not see the fact that I'm reconciling. Do not judge based off of what you think you know. Wait until you know the truth. As I came out to, the most hurtful thing I found was Diane's fans hating on me for reasons that are beyond me, to the point where they even say I'm a fake northerner. Farms in the north. First off, Kogi State is the north, it's not central, so you can't take that away. And secondly, if they were any of them, all of them, if they were born in the US, what would they be? US citizens, I mean. First off, before they claim Nigeria. I was born and brought up my entire existence in Zaria. That's all I know. What am I supposed to talk about? Do not judge people like that. That's not cool. Faking farms in the north, being a fake northerner, only Diane is the true northerner, just different stuff. I heard there was a point Ice Prince said kudos Sir Dee for repping the north, and they were all up in his face. Sir Dee is not a real northerner, Diane is the only northerner. Put your support on Diane. It's fine, but it's a nasty thing. Northerners are not like that. We are very homely people. We love people. Don't forget. Don't let that rub off. Don't let bad energy rub off on you and you forget who you truly are. I don't know. It's a reality show and people are buying what they buy. I just realized coming out that the leather bag with the makeup was for Enki. Cindy was borrowing it, so it doesn't speak to who Cindy is. Cindy is not broke. Cindy has a car. Cindy has a studio. Cindy is doing very fine for herself. It was a perception that sold, and I'm happy it did. It's keeping her in the house. People felt pity for her. You know, if you want to solicit for help, you need pity. That's how you get people emotional. You reach to that noble side of us. We all feel some kind of way, but when we find the slightest way to feel noble, we jump at nobility, and that's what Cindy gave people. Offered a chance for you to feel noble, and everybody jumped on it. No, I won't take sides on that. I'm not on Tasha's side, I'm not on Seyi's side. People say I'm on the fence a lot, but there's no point in being on sides, because when you're on sides, then you're saying this is wrong, that is right. I want you to fix your issues. Both of you have issues. At some point, Seyi is right and Tacha is wrong. At some point, Tacha is right and Seyi is wrong. Accept the times you are right and wrong as individuals. Discuss it as a couple and talk about it. There's no need for back and forth. They are both good people, and I do not like the fact that they are fighting. I enjoyed seeing their friendship blossom in the house, and I want it to continue. The nastiness is not good. And personally, I feel if you are shouting at each other like that deeply, it's because you truly like each other, whether romantically or as friends. But I will not have deep emotions like that for somebody if I do not care for that person. So people should let go of all the anger and just be friends, be happy. I think she already knows I respect her deeply, and if she didn't, then I think I might have shown that a bit in the house. I am not a playful person at this stage in my life. The relationships I pick intentionally. I care about you deeply, and I hope you always remember that. Oh, miss the eye of the fountain below. Keep careful watch of my brother's soul. And if the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over and soul. Hey guys, how you doing? It's your boy Sir Dee, and I'm live on Broadway TV. Don't stop watching Broadway TV.